And Wes Weiss from Oasis Church is here with us. Wes, I got to come into your building a couple years ago when you guys had your first ever service in the building. That was a lot of fun. It's a little different in the building right now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely quieter. Most of our staff is working from home, and we still have some programming staff, some production in the back rooms and stuff like that, and custodial stuff. So it's pretty quiet. Our rooms are pretty dark, but we're still communicating through Zoom all the time, and we're still moving forward. So it's pretty interesting for sure.
Technology's been great to keep everybody connected at least now, right? And we can kind of be together when we're not.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing times right now. It's really uncertain and very unsettling too. But at the same time, we're still connecting. Just as much as we were before, just because we have to, just because we Sundays come every 7 days. So
Yeah. How
yeah.
is Oasis? How are you doing your Sunday services? You used to have two services every Sunday, I know. What are you doing now? Are you doing live services or do you tape them or?
Well, right when the restrictions came on a few weeks back, I guess this would have been a week or two before Easter. We weren't sure how far they were going to go because at the time we were still allowed. I think I think it was 50 we were allowed in
Right.
groups. And then we knew it was going to be switching to 10 really quickly, and then we heard inklings that it could switch to 5. So we really quickly, in a matter of 24 hours, we called our band members, our tech team. And then we all met. Okay, we're meeting tomorrow. Let's record a bunch of services. So
Smart.
we actually recorded a whole bunch. It was a long evening. We brought supper in, and we just recorded and recorded and recorded, and it was a long night. So that actually we were able to give our this past Sunday was still pre-recorded music like that. And then our messages, just because that only requires two people to really record, we still do those a few days in advance and kind of put it all together, and then on Sunday we would stream it. So that's what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. This week's a little different. We actually have permission to just from the health inspector and all those kind of things. We're still allowed to have a minimal staff to program, so we're able to put small production team together, a small band together, and we're still able to pre-record live, as long as we meet the social distancing, of course. So we've tried that for the first time in about a month this week. So that's what we're gonna try this week. But every week is different. It's week to week here. So
Churches have done so well, just kind of rolling with it and adapting and just
yeah.
doing their best in the circumstances. What's it been like? Like, what was it that night you recorded a bunch of services with essentially an empty sanctuary? I don't know, what was that like in leading worship and
You know what? Our auditorium is fairly dark as it is, and just the way our stage design is, our production, we have a lot of lights, and in order for those lights to be seen, we have to use some haze in the room. So the room gets full of that haze in the air. So a lot of times we can't see too far out anyway. And so what we did, we just turned the lights off in the auditorium, and we were just worshiping and just singing anyway, and we were just looking out into the dark and pretending people are just obviously they're going to be singing and watching online in the upcoming weeks.
That's
uh
cool. It
yeah.
makes me think of, and scripture talks about the cloud of witnesses that have gone before us watching, right?
Yeah, we didn't know what was going to happen. It's like, hey, things could have got worse, so we didn't know what's going to happen. It's like, hey, we're
Yeah.
just going to do our best right now with what we got. We didn't have a whole lot of time to rehearse. It's like, hey, it is what it is. So we had some great sound people in production. It's like, hey guys, you got to run with this, and so it worked out. And then so we put it all together each week, and here we are. So
We talked a bit about how technology is helping connect us still and how you're using it. One of the great things that you guys did is a Matt Maher cover. You had people singing different parts. Tell us a little bit about where the idea came from and how it all came together.
yeah, a few weeks ago, I was just I just caught a glimpse of this YouTube video that a bunch of Nashville like recording singers, like background singers, that they would be hired out for. That's their job. They're singers. They were all at home. I mean, because that industry kind of quickly dried up during the season, so they all recorded a song. I think there's 40 or 50 of them. They all recorded. Somebody put arrangements together, and they all went into their houses in their houses with their laptops and phones, just with your little earphones, whatever, and microphones, and they all sang these parts together, and they all put it together under one video, and it just sounded amazing. I just thought, like, we could probably do something like that on a smaller scale. and it was just a way to like a lot of some of our musicians, that's their job, they're full-time musicians,
Mm.
not like that's they do, they're out and about, and that's they teach music, and they're in bands and stuff, so they're all home right now. So we just wanted to try to find a way to just do something together, but yet we're all alone in our homes. So it was just something we just threw together in a really short amount of notice, and yeah.
Why that song?
You know what? It was just from where the season where everybody's at, they're just feeling that, that little bit of uncertainty, that anxiety, that unsettledness that comes with all this change. But this just has great lyrics. It just says, what was that line? It says, it's basically the love is going to hold us together no matter what the storm brings out, right? Love from a friend or a family member, and it's going to make us a shelter through that storm. And it just says the last line. It says, when you do that, when you put love as a priority, the whole world is going to know that we're not alone. So we're all kind of alone in our homes, but yet together doing this.
Yeah, really, we have like as the church, the wider church, what a great opportunity right now to show love and display love to the world around us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think one thing it's kind of three emotions that what I'm kind of seeing and I'm hearing, and it's like it's obviously uncertainty, anxiety, but not only that, just unsettledness.
Mm,
Um, so those three things compounded, I think a lot of people are just lacking hope right now,
yeah.
and anything that we can do, just like provide, hey, there's hope coming. When you put your faith and your hope in Jesus Christ, he will, through our love, through his love, we'll make it through.
What was the reaction like from your community once you released the video? Have you heard from people?
Yeah, like it's obviously harder to connect with people because we're all we're all in our homes, but good, last I checked, I think on the social media, we had, that was kind of our opener for our service, and then we just posted it on social media, that Sunday afternoon there. But I think in a matter of 2 hours it had a few thousand views, and
That's cool.
I don't know what it's at now, I haven't checked, but I know last I checked it was 7,000 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have plans for any more like that, or was it just kind of a one-time thing, or like you said, you're
Well,
just seeing what happens?
it was super fun, but it was a lot of work, and like it was pretty exciting to put it together. So yeah, I mean, it's a great, it works, right? When you have a bunch of people that they have all the resources at home, they can do this, and then just send it in over electronic wire. This whole music file you can all put together. So
I've really wanted to do actually getting worship leaders from different churches in the city to do one for CHVN, but I don't want to be the one that has to put it all together. So,
I'm sure there's a lot of people with a lot of time right now that can probably
right,
just
exactly. Well, Wes, thank you so much. People can stream your Sunday services right at the Oasis Church website, I believe, correct?
Yeah, we have 9:30, 11:15, 3 o'clock, and a 7 o'clock. So you have lots of chances to do that and check them
Oh,
out.
and not only that, but your kids ministry too. Your toddler watched a couple of them actually as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Well, we have our Awambaland, which is our pre-kindergarten, and they're creating their own videos and their own little stage and their own little theaters. So
yeah,
the kids are able to watch those, and then our elementary, that's what it is, yeah, kindergarten to grade 5, they're creating their own content each week so the kids can do their church at home, as well as like our student environments. They're continuing on Zoom, they're meeting with their small groups, so like every age is covered, and even our adult life groups, they're continuing on through Zoom. So we're trying to cover every age group, keep everybody connected. So
right on. Well, thank you so much for joining us at CHVN, Wes.
yeah, my pleasure.